All right, I'm talking to three guitar players and I don't know how to play shit. This is the after show. What's up, musicians? So jealous of you motherfuckers. You could play instruments and I could barely play a fucking triangle. What's up, guys?
Yeah.
You can play a
So,
triangle, man. I bet you
Barely.
licked one too.
oh, well, we're off to a
Lick
good
a
start tonight,
triangle.
aren't we?
I don't have the Gene Simmons tongue, so sorry, women. I already got one. Audra, I love you if you're watching this. But man, what's up going, Mooger, D Fugger, and Jerry Supe, and Fabio Vegas, man? What's up, guys? I love your shirt, Fabio. I got that shirt, by the way. Love that shirt. What's the
It was a
gorilla's
great
name?
tour.
There's a gorilla named to that guy. Forgot what his
La
name
Mama.
was. They named him. Forgot what it was. But aren't you happy Extreme is making a new album again? They
Well,
lagged
I
for 12
am, but
years.
and now I feel like I got to buy another Motley Crue ticket, unfortunately, since they're opening for the next year.
Well,
Uh,
you got Tesla too.
Yeah, but I've seen Tesla 10,000 times, so
I've
And
it's
I
only
will see them 10,000 more, and I will see Tesla
yeah, I know.
10,000
if you're
more.
singing 100
But
miles, shut the fuck
but
up.
if
Shut the
I'm
fuck up
being
right now.
honest, I'm gonna probably end up buying
da,
that
da,
whatever
da.
cost Motley Crue ticket is just to see Extreme.
So you're gonna
And
watch
Tesla.
two opening acts and leave.
Yep.
I won't leave,
Ugh.
but I'm only gonna pay the price for Extreme because I know the price is gonna be high.
I saw them with Living Color. They were amazing, both bands. Oh my
That's
God.
where I got this one. Yeah,
Yeah, me
was
too.
that
We'll
tour.
sell you the whole seat, but you only need
Hey,
two-thirds.
but we just segued into the Motley Crue story. Motley Crue claims victory in legal battle with Mick Mars. The band has fully been vindicated, and if Mick Mars' lawyer came out and said they're full of shit.
Yep,
So what do you
they
guys
are
think
full
about
of
that?
shit.
But Mick Mars apparently said they weren't lip syncing. They weren't using
That's
tapes.
bullshit.
No, that's fucking bullshit. I was first row at this a stadium tour. There was absolutely shit going on that they were not doing.
Yeah, yeah, that's
Anyway,
bullshit.
but it's not full of shit because if the contract reads that if you leave the band and are unable to tour, you do not share in the profit sharing of the tour. So it's a boilerplate. It's ironclad. So how does Mick have any legs to stand on that?
Was that in the contract?
Yeah, the
I didn't know.
contract.
Well, he
Well,
can't
I'm
really
thinking
stand anyways.
I'm looking at people like John Deacon for Queen. He gets revenue from every
That was
fucking
bad.
tour still, and for
Sorry.
Queen.
I love Mick
I guess
Mars.
it's in the I guess it's in the contracts. I guess maybe.
Maybe his tracks are still being played
John
over the
5 could
PA.
play those easily. Come on.
I don't know.
But
I,
I heard that Randy Rand, what's that band Autograph, that he was under the stage playing bass for Nicki. So maybe they weren't using tracks, they're using live musicians under the stage.
well, nothing can be proven, and the contract was said to read that if you left the band and couldn't tour, you don't share in tour profit. So
Makes sense. I love Mick, but
Yeah.
that last solo album was horrible. I'm sorry. So was the last three Motley Crue songs, so I don't know where to stand on this. Can he make some good music before I make a decision?
mm,
Can they make something that actually sounds good?
I thought Saints of Los Angeles was good.
Well,
I
that
thought
was
it was
good, but those
decent.
three last singles with John Five are fucking horrible.
Ooh, they are pretty bad.
They were
Are you talking
bad.
about the song or the album,
The
Shane?
song, I'm talking about the songs those three singles they released with John Five are horrible.
No, Shane.
Was
Saints of
no,
Los
but
Angeles.
Fabio, I will say the song Saints of Los Angeles I liked. I don't know about the
Well,
record
I
because I
love the
never bought
song
it.
At the Whiskey. They got some great songs on that album. I do like that album.
And I
So
believe like John Five did a lot of the guitar work on that too. So
probably.
Well, I don't know if you guys, I don't know what things you're subscribed to, but I got various emails from them for voting on the perfect set list for this next tour. So I did vote, but that was fun, going through and being able to pick, yeah, actual good Crüe songs that I'd want to hear them play. So that was fun.
So you
But
didn't
Knock 'em dead, kid.
you didn't pick
Knock 'em
no
dead, kid.
so you didn't pick Nona.
I did not. Well, I don't think Nona was an option because they did have a list that you could pick from, and it
Uh,
wasn't.
Did they have Louder Than Hell? I like that song.
I
Yeah,
picked
they did.
Dancing on
Oh,
Glass.
I picked Dancing on Glass actually,
nice.
but
That was very sarcastic. I would never pick that fucking song.
well, I did. But
Brother, as long as Wild Side was on your list too, I'll forgive you.
it was on there too. But yeah, I mean they curated it. You could tell because they had like every song from all the classic albums, and then by the time you got to Generation Swine, then from that point forward, it started thinning out. Like, okay, we're not putting every song.
Well,
No
so
best
did every album of theirs and
no
out
best
from
band on the
Generation
moon?
Swine.
No best band on the moon? Oh, I like that song. But sarcastically. But also Richie Sambora X or whatever it's called now. People have no idea I sing, write lyrics, produce records. I just decided to let the music talk. Not such a bright idea. Most BJ fans don't give my voice a chance. It reflects in sales. I've accepted it. Of course, John and the corporate killed my records to get me back to the mothership. What do you think about that?
Okay.
He's saying that they're discounting his records because they want him back in Bon Jovi.
Wait,
Okay.
what? I don't
He
know.
said the corporate entity killed him and John to get him back to Bon Jovi, the mothership. They want him back in Bon Jovi, so they're discounting his music.
So they did. So what you're saying is that the story reads like they didn't promote and they kind of buried his solo stuff
Yes,
so he would be pushed back into Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi, yeah.
He is still a profit sharing member of Bon Jovi. He doesn't need to go back.
Do you think he's drinking?
Yeah.
You're talking about Richie Sambora here.
Richard Sambora
Yes.
said that. He
Yes.
tweeted or X'd, people still have no idea. I sing, write lyrics, produce records. I decided to let the music talk. Not such a bright idea. Most Bon Jovi fans don't give my voice a chance. It reflects in sales. I've accepted it. Of course, John and corporate killed my records to get me back to the mothership.
Well, there was never a mothership because Bon Jovi was always a solo act, and Richie was always a hired musician.
He co-wrote those songs with him, no.
It
I
doesn't matter.
understand,
He was hired.
but he was always a hired musician. Bon Jovi was always 100% owned by John Bon Jovi, and Richie and David Bryan and Tico Torres and all of those guys were hired guys. So none of them had any ownership in the Bon Jovi catalog.
But they did have publishing.
They had publishing and they had performance rights,
Right.
but Richie was never a quote member, because it was always a solo act with a
Right.
hired band.
Well, I was listening to the guy who
You.
signed Bon Jovi on Eddie Trunk, and he said that he said, so we're going to sign the band. No, you're going to sign me to my own
Right,
contract, and you could sign those guys separate.
right.
Yeah, so
They
that
didn't
makes
sign
sense.
anybody. Basically, they signed John,
John
and then
to his
he's
own.
like, "This is my band, and they are hired, and they get this amount, this amount, this
Yeah,
amount, this amount."
that's what he
Right.
Now,
said.
whoever wrote a song with John did get publishing, and in fact, Skid Row's famous story was that they had to give all their publishing to Bon Jovi in order for them to get their deal, to get the tour, to get on the road and everything. And most of the band was like, yeah, it was kind of a fucked up deal, but we would have never gotten the exposure had we not signed away our publishing. And at some point, Richie signed his portion of their publishing back to Skid Row. He was like, I already got enough money I don't know what to do with. I'm going to give you my end of your publishing back. And that is all documented. I just read a book on it because we all know
Nice.
books are true, right?
Nice.
I love
Nice.
Richie some more, but sometimes I think he's off the wagon sometimes because the way he talks. He's kind of slurring. If you heard him in interviews, he's kind of slurring like I do on the podcast when I get a little drunk. It's kind of I know
Hey, I
that
slur when I'm completely sober. That
you
might be
do.
a mini stroke. I don't know.
Jerry, you have any thoughts on Richie?
No, I don't.
All right, well
Bon Jovi.
let's move on to Slash.
No,
Says
no, this is what Jerry should have said. Nope. Nope, sir, I don't like it.
No, sir, I don't like
he
it.
gives his time to the speaker or something, whatever he says.
That would have been a Ren and Stimpy moment.
Slash says new Guns N' Roses music is coming. We've already written a
God.
ton of shit. Yeah,
Oh,
I
no.
believe it's a ton of shit, but the thing is, those new Guns N' Roses songs that come out were from Chinese Democracy. So maybe if Duff and Slash are writing with them, maybe it'll be a good
Yeah,
song.
we'll see. We'll see about that.
Because the General sucked.
There has never been
Oh.
a more lucky 5-piece band in fucking history ever to write one good fucking record and be able to shit down everything else
Yeah.
and still be fucking rich. Why? They got appetite money. They got illusion money only because we all suckered into thinking that two
I like
albums
those
worth of
three
appetite
albums.
would be
I'm sorry.
good.
I'm not going to be apologize. I like Appetite and I like Use Your Illusions. You know, we didn't need three different versions of one song, but you know,
I didn't want an appetite version 2, version 3, version
yeah.
4. I'm glad they did use your illusions, but there's only one good album out of the two. Fight Me. And I did not dislike Chinese Democracy, by the way.
Neither
I
did
thought there
I.
were some really good songs on that
Me
record.
too. I love the title track.
Ah, fuck yeah. I thought it had some really solid stuff, but you just can't fucking piecemeal shit together and put it together. I mean, how many different singers, guitar players, bass players, drummers were on Chinese Democracy and they tried to make it sound
I
like a full record? It
I like
failed.
I like Slash solo stuff after Appetite better than Guns N' Roses after Appetite. I like Miles Kennedy. I like Somewhere at the 5 o'clock album. Slash's Snake Pit stuff. It's a lot. Velvet Revolver.
Mark. What is that poster behind you?
Rush.
Is there a corner over there?
What do you mean corner?
Is there a corner?
I don't know.
Go stand in it.
Oh, shut up, you motherfucker. I love Miles Kennedy and the Conspirators. I love that shit. Jerry, you got anything about to say the shit new Guns N' Roses coming out?
Oh boy, I can't wait. I'm telling you. I mean, you know what? Maybe you're right. Maybe if the band writes it, it'll be a little different. But again, I'm not expecting much. That's all I'll say about that. I mean, if it ends up being good, like the Def Leppard song, I like the new Def Leppard song, and I haven't liked
Yes.
anything Def Leppard's done in fucking decades. So, maybe hell won't freeze over with,
Yeah.
them writing a good song, or hell
Yeah,
will
no,
freeze over. I mean,
I should have put this with the Mötley Crüe news, but John Corabi says there's no bad blood between me and Mötley Crüe at all.
There shouldn't be.
Well, before you go on to that, back to Guns N' Roses real quick, since I didn't say anything about it yet.
Oh, sorry.
No, obviously Appetite and Use Your Illusions. I love both. I love all of that. What I never understood was a couple of bands that I feel, to me personally, feel like they're on the same plane. Faster Pussycat and LA Guns. I feel like those two bands were really on the same plane as Guns N' Roses when they came out, their debut albums. I feel like they were all on the same level. And it always amazed me how Guns N' Roses became this global, you know, super band. And then the other two were just like throwaway
It's called Sweet Child of
hair
Mine.
bands. And whatever, whatever the reason, I don't get it. And when we talk about new Guns N' Roses music, it's like it's kind of like who cares, I don't know. LA Guns and Faster Pussycat have put out way more albums and original music than Guns N' Roses ever has, and most of it is better.
Tesla?
I'm not talking about Tesla,
But I'm
I'm
saying I always put Tesla should have been bigger than Guns N' Roses. That's just
but
my
I'm
opinion.
saying, and even like I said, LA Guns and Fast Pussycat are even smaller than Tesla,
Yeah.
you know. But I feel like those two bands were kind of on the same plane and have put out more material and probably more better material overall than Guns N' Roses. Now, Guns N' Roses had their time to shine, and they certainly did. The first album, obviously, and the Use Your Illusions, but that's about it. And they've created this Led Zeppelin-esque legacy out of
Without 10
one
albums that
album,
are
out
great.
of one album and a double album.
Yeah.
Well, here, like Led Zeppelin had 1, 2, 3, 4. Had they stopped at that, they would still be legendary.
Yeah,
But they
they
didn't. They
kept
went
going.
on.
Well,
Guns
if
N'
they
Roses
stopped at physical graffiti,
had
they would have been
one,
great.
maybe 2 records that they actually excelled at. And Fabio, you are so correct. But I'm sorry, man. There's something in my DNA. There's something in that fucking Appetite for Destruction that was just so perfect.
It was special.
Perfect.
I agree.
Perfect.
I agree. That was special, and it outshines any of the bands I'm talking about. But I'm just saying, it seems weird to me how they catapulted to the stratosphere while two other bands that were very similar
Right.
uh, are basically nothing. I mean, they're essentially nothing. They're a club band at best, And to me, I feel like they are, on this. I shouldn't say on the same level, but they put out a lot more material, and they've held the spirit, at least the spirit of what Guns did on Appetite. When you think about LA Guns and their debut, and you think about Cocked and Loaded, and you
Oh,
think about and you think about Faster
Faster
Pussycat's
Pussycat.
debut, you think about Wake Me When It's Over. I mean, those are
Whipped.
phenomenal
Whipped.
albums.
Whipped.
Those are phenomenal albums. And these bands are just like the majority of the world doesn't even know who they are.
Can I say why Guns N' Roses got bigger? Because they are the Kardashians. They were the drama queens. And they were always in the news because Axl was going to jail. Axl was fucking up Metallica. Axl was doing this. Axl was always in the news. Those bands just played it straight. They weren't in the fucking news.
But my God, did they make the headlines, and they brought metal to the forefront in the 90s.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Guns N' Roses was always in the news. Those bands weren't. So
Right.
that's what makes sense.
But are they any better than LA Guns or
No,
Faster
not even.
Pussycat?
No.
Extreme.
Well,
All
that's
right,
not
man.
even a
Well,
comparison.
Let's get to some other news. You got anything to say about that, Jerry?
no.
No,
David Ellefson says, "My life was always more than Megadeth."
No,
it should be
it
on
isn't.
somebody's face on a private chat. Who cares? It was private.
I
Who
know.
cares what he did?
All right. And then Peter Criss goes on to say Ace Frehley's absence from the Kennedy Center honors. I was grieving so much that my heart hurt a lot. What do you guys think?
I
Jerry?
watched that. I watched that, and I could tell it was not a show. He was hurting. He was like, my buddy is not here. And his daughter, Ace's daughter, Monique, was behind Peter, and she was just bawling. And it was hard, man. It was absolutely hard. for me
you,
being an Ace Frehley, lifelong Ace Frehley fan, it was hard not to see him there.
you know what's cool? Even though his solo album sucked, Peter is talking and defending himself. But what do you think about that? What Ace said, what Peter said about the Kennedy Center, Jerry?
I think it's cool. I mean, he's right. I mean, in a lot of things. I mean, they had this wonderful moment, the surviving band members. Then, like, 2 weeks later, there's Gene fucking badmouthing Peter about Beth, this and that. It's like, dude, what is wrong with you, Gene? I know it's a little bit off the topic, but I still pisses me off because every
No,
time,
I agree with you.
I mean, when Ace died, it's like we say, oh, I'm sure it was something else that made him fall down the steps, this and that. Even if it's true, shut the fuck up for a little while, People fucking get on Roger Waters for what he said about Ozzy, but nobody seems to they let Gene go with a pass, you know what I mean, for saying stupid
Right?
shit like that. It's just, fuck him. I mean, seriously. I love what he did with Kiss. Even Paul, I always love those two for the great memories of Kiss, but fuck them as fucking people, dude. Seriously. But yeah, it was sad to watch the Kennedy Center thing. It was, well, I'm not going to say it was sad to watch the whole thing anyway,
I
but
didn't think this
it,
was available to watch yet. Are you guys watching some kind of?
It was
It
on
was on,
CBS.
yeah, it was on.
but
You said
better
it was wrong.
replayed on Prime
Yeah.
or
But
HBO
no,
or
I think you
something.
go
So
to
it's available now
yeah,
because I thought it
Yeah,
was all hush
you
hush
could
for a
probably
while.
go to Paramount Plus and watch it,
Yeah.
there it is. There it is. Paramount Plus.
Paramount
Yep.
Plus. Yeah.
All
But
right, so it is
it was
available now. I haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
a
Well, what
real
I got,
emotion.
yeah, go ahead, Jerry.
No, go ahead, man. I'm good.
No,
I
but
was
what I
just
would say about it
continue.
is like when I hear like they love each other, but then they talk bad about each other, and you're like, what the fuck are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, shut your mouth. It's like a big Italian fucking Thanksgiving dinner. It's like people just don't know how to shut their mouths, and they're a little intoxicated, even though Gene isn't. But it's like, just like things get said. And as a fan, as somebody who cared for Ace and cares for Peter and Gene and Paul, those are my boys. And when they start talking shit, I'm just like the little kid that like just sups away, talk about it, do what you got to do. I know how you really feel about each other. You love each other. Why do you have to put the press picks everything up now and makes it a thing?
As a
So
casual Kiss fan looking into this band, I always seen Peter and Ace being divided between Paul Stanley and Gene Simmons. Those
That's
two were
always
because
has
always
been.
Paul and
together.
Gene made it that way.
Yeah, they separated those two from the band, and Ace and Peter always defended each other. Why those two talk shit about those two, and
Because they
I thought
had
that
They
was
defend
to.
each other
fucking
all the
shit.
time.
Well, I will
Because
say
they
this.
had to.
Ace had a lot more input into a lot more songwriting because he wrote a lot of songs he didn't sing. And then Peter
Who's
had minimal input but wanted maximum recognition. And I'm not saying that he's wrong in that, but he was being a little, if I don't get my drum solo, if I don't get my song, if I don't get this, if I Ace was bringing songs in, he was just like, I'm not going to sing them. And it wasn't until Shock Me that he sung, but he was a much bigger contributor than Peter Criss. But Peter Criss was an amazing contributor to Kiss. I mean,
I'm just
I don't like Baby Driver. I don't like
that's the
Hooligan.
one song I do like. That's
I
funny.
don't like those songs.
I
But
hate Heart that one song, Heart Like Woman. I hate that song. But I
I
like Baby
love
Driver.
Hard Luck
I
Woman.
like Baby
I do
Driver.
not like Hard Luck Woman.
But
I
I'm
love
just
that
gonna
song.
go. I'm just gonna go
If never I met you.
as a casual fan. I'm seeing that Gene and Paul are dicks to Peter and Ace. It's like we're above you. You guys are fucking our minions, and I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. Why can't you guys all come together? Because when you guys came back together on that fucking MTV Unplugged, it was fucking fire.
They
It
all
was
need to
fire,
go.
but the thing is, you guys fucked that up because you got greedy. And that's a casual Kiss fan looking into the Kiss thing. But let's end this, man. Let's get to Poison's Rikki Rockett says he has been in direct contact with Bret Michaels. We're going to do something in 2027. What do you guys think about that?
We'll
We
see.
fucking do.
Yeah, fuck you, Jerry. I love voices.
Hey, Brett explained it really well in business terms and not butthurt terms. He explained it in
No,
business terms.
he's covering his
He's
ass is what he's doing.
well, he might be covering his ass, but he's like, hey, we're going to do 40 plus one, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah.
because
Everything
he
was
fucked
booked.
up the
I have my
40.
stuff booked, blah, 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 blah.
Nah.
I don't give a shit. We all know Brett's going to make the lion's share of the money whenever they go out. Because who else is keeping that name alive? Rikki, for sure. Not Bobby, not fucking Cece. They ain't doing shit.
Do you want to
They
actually
just
see the
tag
Bret
along
Michaels
to
show?
the Poison
Fuck
Tour,
no.
get their paycheck, and they're out.
I
So-
don't want to see Bret Michaels solo. I want to see those four on stage, which I saw on the
do
fucking
I.
stadium tour, and they
So
fucking ruled.
do I. But who makes the bigger fucking promotion of the
Fucking
band?
Bret
Brett.
needs to bite his tongue and get the fuck out there for the fans.
I'm not saying that Brett should get 6-1. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
But him and Rikki are the only ones keeping the name alive. Where do you hear Bobby ever? Where do you hear fucking Cece ever other than rehab?
Why
So,
should
I mean,
they
come on.
need to?
Well, fucking tell them, man, not me.
Samantha band, whatever CC did, what was that? Samantha 7?
Nah, who cares? Like,
That band
come
sucks.
on. Like, just
Get out there for the fans. Stop being a bitch.
exactly. Come on, Brett. Like, give me a break.
Give me a
Yeah.
break.
Give me a break,
40,
Brett.
40 plus one. That's what I want to see.
You
I
know
want to
what,
see
Brett?
the 40 plus one
Oh,
anniversary.
come on.
You know
we're
what,
gonna
Brett?
all buy fucking tickets
You know
to
what
it.
I want to tell
The
Brett?
only reason he's talking about 40 plus one is because he got called out on the 40th.
You know what I want to tell
So
Brett?
fuck him, but whatever. I'll
You know
go
what?
see him because I love him. But fuck him with the 40 plus one bullshit.
Yeah, Jerry.
He's only saying that because he got called out when he couldn't get the other guys to agree to his 40th terms.
But the thing is, you know what I want to tell Brett? Let's take it
Fuck
outside,
him.
bitch. Let's take it outside.
Come on. I have not seen a contract in physical person. I don't know what's happened. All I know
Take
is
it outside, bitch.
we'll just take it outside, bitch. That's where
Take
we're
it
gonna
outside.
leave that.
Well, this is our fucking after show. Thank you, Fabio, for being on here. Mooger Jerry wasn't disinterested in this episode. Jerry, the new fucking Metal Church, man. When's that coming out?
I have no idea. I haven't heard a release date for it, but looking forward to it, man. Love that first song a lot. So
looking forward
definitely
to
looking
it.
forward to it.
All right, man. So thank you, Fabio. You can take off. We're getting out of here. You guys stay here for a second. I'm going to bring you back on because we're going to do our second episode tonight, Jerry's episode. Thank you, guys. This is the Freeform Rock Podcast after show. We love all you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. And what does Eric P. Jordan says? Rub your ass on that thumbs up.
Something like that.
Whatever. We're out of here, man. Stay here. Later, guys.